Before we get into the video, I want to give a quick thanks to Fighter, which is the person that gave me this idea. I really do appreciate you commenting this. And if any of you out there want to see your own idea in a video, just comment it down if it's good enough, or I think I'm going to have fun doing it, I might try it out. But without further ado, let's move on to the video. Now, to start off the most forgotten weapons in this entire video, I think World at War, I'm going to have to give it to the scoped Kar 98K. Now, you can make a case for, many other weapons that are exclusively only in Noct or Verrucht that cannot be pack-a-punch on Reese. But I think I'm going to go for the scoped Kar 98K, mainly because it's only on Noct, and it's in the cabinet that's up in that room. And, well, I don't think many people really remember that thing. I think it's just lost to time, and if you do remember it, it's probably because you're an OG Zombies player. But I do have to get a lot of points. I think in total, 3,500 points, I believe. Something like that. I'm not really sure. So it's going to take a little bit to actually get the points needed, since this map has the slowest spawns in Zombies history. Okay, we have finally gotten the points to now open the cabinet, which has our scoped Kar 98K. And here it is. Now, I think this scoped Kar 98K honestly isn't even that bad of a weapon for it being a troll weapon, because as you see, it's still one-shotting around 5, and for it being 1,500 points, it's not even that bad. And I say that it's not even really a troll because the normal scoped Kar 98K, I don't even believe one-shots in around 1 in the body. Let me grab it real quick. Here it is. So yeah, right now, let's see how many shots it takes. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, and 4. So I think the scoped Kar 98K might have a 10 times damage multiplier on it. I don't really know though. I haven't really used it that often, but that was World at War. Not even that bad of a forgotten weapon. It just kind of sucks that it's really only on Nocturne and Toten. So now let's move on to Black Ops 1. So I kind of struggled when it comes to Black Ops 1 because almost every weapon in the game can be recognizable to some degree. Even if you haven't played the game in a while, or if you've never played the game at all, you are going to recognize the weapons on this game. So I had to go with one really was only in this game. It's never used by almost anybody, and I don't even think that it's good in multiplayer or zombies. It's okay in zombies, but it's still not ideal. That being the stakeout shotgun. I really do think that this weapon should have not gotten the shit it gets because it's really not even that bad. It's just unfortunate that it was put in a game that does not have Double Tap 2.0. But luckily it's on the wall, so it's really easy to get. And it's just after this door right in here. So we just need to get a couple more points. All right, I think we can buy it now. I don't even remember. Is it 1,000 points or is it more? 1,500. Okay, there we go. Now we can buy the stakeout shotgun. Probably not ideal to buy as a first weapon. Shotguns are not good for points, but it's all right. We'll try our best here. Okay, I've gotten the points to pack-a-punch it. And I want to know what the pack-a-punch name of this thing was called, because I have no memory of what it is. It actually might be the raid. It is the raid. Okay. Fair. Okay, so I think this stakeout really is forgotten for 2 reasons. One, it is inconvenient to use. It's on the wall in locations you're never really going to get it. It's always buy weapons that are better, like the MP40, like the MP5K, like the MPL, that are point machines, and shotguns don't give you points. They kind of suck in that sense. And the other reason is that shotguns specifically in Black Ops 1 are trash. They are not good in this game. They are terrible. You never want to use them. But this shotgun is actually a lot better than some people might think it is. It can one-shot in the head all the way until round 20, which is good. And that was Black Ops 1. BO2 is next up. And you might be surprised what weapon I did on that game. And this weapon, if you ever played BO2, you might actually not even know that it's in the game because you never see it used. You actually see it used in transit high rounds, though. That is the only case. And it was in Black Ops 1. And if you still don't know what weapon I'm talking about, it is the M16. One of the most iconic weapons ever in COD, even real life. But I think it is just forgotten in Black Ops 2. I really did not know what weapon to do in this game similar to BO1. That is because a lot of the weapons are so recognizable. But the M16, I just never really see that as a weapon that really belonged in BO2 in the first place. It's always in terrible locations. In transit, it's in the tunnel right after spawn. No one ever really goes there unless you're building the jet gun. It's on Nuketown Zombies, but you never really want to buy it on that map. And it's on this map, of course, because why would I be playing this map if it wasn't? And it is also on Die Rise, which I don't know where it is on that map, but for this map, on Buried, it is right here. You never really come over here for any reason at all, but we're grabbing it. We can now finally get this thing pack-a-punched, and I know I'm kind of skipping from getting the gun to pack-a-punching the gun, but I don't want you guys being bored. But now we have the Skull Crusher, which is a very good name for a pack-a-punch weapon. I wish they had more unique names like this in the future, but they just don't. They simply don't. The M16 on Pack-a-Punched is a burst weapon. It's not very good. Many burst weapons just don't do well in zombies, but especially this one, it sucks. It is very bad. And Pack-a-Punched, it does become full auto, but it's still bad. You never really want to use this thing, only because its damage is not very good. It does have a unique attachment on it, the noob tube, or the actual name of it, the grenade launcher. It's not good unless you're going for like transit high rounds that it has a use, but other than that, it's a very weak weapon. As you see, the grenade launcher isn't even one-shotting on round 10. That is awful. So let's now move on to Advanced Warfare. So by this point in the video, I am actually recording Advanced Warfare first out of all the games because I have to use a 3D printer, which I am not a fan of using whatsoever. And the weapon that I'm doing, which I don't even know if it's really forgotten or just people didn't even know exists, which I guess is technically the same thing, but it's the crossbow. Didn't even know that this was in the game, but it is. And let's hope I get it quickly because I don't want to be in Advanced Warfare forever. Okay, this is the moment of truth. On round 5, let's see if we can get it first try.
This one's online.
Well, it only took 2 games, but we got the crossbow. I've never actually used this before, so this is new to me. Oh, it's explosive? Well then, that's neat. That's pretty cool. Now I'm gonna try and Pack-a-Punch it maybe 3 times like I normally do with weapons. I guess I'll do it once for now. And 3 times because usually weapons get an attachment at that point, and I just want to see if this does get an attachment. I highly doubt it, but I guess we'll find out. Oh shit, I got the horrible round. Okay, this is not good, and I got infected. Well, this is gonna take longer than I thought it was going to, and if I die, well, that's unfortunate. Well, it looks like I'm dead. This sucks. Well, I think I shut off the crossbow well enough. It's just explosive. I'm not doing that again. That sucks. Now let's move on to Black Ops 3. When I was looking at all of the weapons on Black Ops 3, I truly thought that there was no forgettable weapons. So I really had to think outside of the box for this one, and what I am doing is the time trial melee weapons. Some of you might not even remember these. Now, I'm doing them on Revelations. They are also on Guard Kroby, but I believe that they're more forgotten on Revelations because there was never a point to ever get them on Revelations just because of the Wonder Weapon variety where everything that you need is in the box, and, you know, the melee weapons you can get through the time trials. Well, they're not particularly good for this map. They're just kind of there to be unique, and honestly, I'm excited to use them. I haven't used them in many, many years. How it works is you have to get to around 5, 10, 15, and 20 in a certain amount of time. I don't know what the time is, but using Gobblegum, it'll be very easy. And each time I get to like round 5, 10, 15, or 20, I'll get a new melee weapon. So I hope I can do this fast enough. Okay, we should get a round robin, I believe, as our next one, and then that should be good. I actually don't know if we have to complete round 5 or not, or just have to get to round 5. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like I have to complete round 5, unless I'm already too slow, which I highly doubt it, because I'm going at a rapid pace. Oh, there we go. So round 5 under 5 minutes. Okay, we only had a minute to spare. So here is the first one. Oh, it's the nunchucks? Ooh, that's pretty cool. I really like nunchucks in zombies. They're very, very unique, and this is a terrible round to show them. You're going to have to give me a second. All right, now we can finally show off the nunchucks, and I don't think that they're really that strong. They might stop one-hitting in maybe the early teens, and with each melee weapon you get at a higher and higher round, of course, they get stronger and stronger. And I mean, there's nothing really interesting about the nunchucks. They're just nunchucks. That's really it. They don't have any, like, unique power or anything. They just hit the zombies and they die. That's really it. Oh, another round robin. Okay, this is actually perfect round to get it on. Let's go ahead and pop this and see what our next one is going to be. The Skull Splitter. Yeah, this is not really that good. It's kind of slower. It is a mace, as you can see. Would it be considered a mace? I don't know. I would assume so. Similar idea to the nunchucks, except they don't swing as fast. I mean, I think they one hit maybe until like later teens, maybe early 20s. I don't know about that, but I mean, it's cool to have it. Now we just have to get to round 16. What? I died? Oh, we got another one? Okay, what is this one going to be? The buzz cut, right? Yeah, that's what it's called. It's an interesting weapon. I think it's like a piece of wood with a saw on it. Looks about right. And I also got the terrible round to show this on. So let me clear this round out real quick. So now we talk about the buzz cut, and I nearly forgot to already talk about it because it's stupid. Similar thing. I mean, all these melee weapons I'm going to show on this map are very similar to each other. Now, this one does actually make a unique sound, where it sounds like you're actually digging into the zombies with a saw blade, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to assume that it one hits maybe mid-20s, something like that. I mean, it's still one-hitting right now, which is great. And these are good point weapons as well if you get them. But that was the buzz cut. Now we have to get to round 21, which might be a pain in the ass. But I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, now we can get it. What is it? I think it's a Nightbreaker. It is a Nightbreaker. Okay, now as you can tell, I believe it is the... Not even going to give it a shot at what the fuck this is. I have no idea. Oh! Now, I think it does one hit into the 30s, if I'm not mistaken. And same thing again. It's just a melee weapon. It acts the same as the past 3 I've already shown, and I don't really think it's deserving of being the round 20 melee weapon. It should have been something different. It is what it is, and there's also a katana that I can get off the wall in the exact same spot like these time trial weapons, but I'd have to do most of the Easter egg to get to that, and I am not a fan of doing that. So that has been the time trial weapons on BO3. Definitely a unique pair of weapons that we have never actually seen in zombies past BO3 or before BO3. So now we can move on to Infinite Warfare. I don't normally include wonder weapons on videos like this, but I can't help myself. The wonder weapons on Shaolin Shuffle, which I'm not even sure if they really are technically wonder weapons, but this map has nunchucks and a katana. I know I literally just covered nunchucks, and you know that map I just did had also a katana. It's my video and I want to have fun with this, and well, the katana is right there. I guess we'll buy it, why not? And I have to hit the mystery wheel for the nunchucks, which could take a while because they don't seem to be easy to get out of the box. It takes some time. Oh, well, that's convenient that we already got it. Okay, now I just need to get the last 2 pieces for Pack-a-Punch, which should be really easy. Okay, we got one of them, and the last one, or the second one technically, is... Oh, can I prone? I can't prone with this? Okay, can I do it with this? There we go. Is that coin? There we go. We gotta open this door and this door, and put the tapes on. Now I just need to get points. In total, I need 25,000, because the nunchucks you Pack-a-Punch 1 time for 10,000, and then the katana you do twice for 15,000 in total. So let's get some points. I am 10 points off. Well, that's not ideal. Oh wait, I can do this. We'll do the nunchucks first. Let's Pack-a-Punch these. Now we have the kitsune. I don't know what kitsune is referring to. I know it's something, but this is 100% the most fun wonder weapon I've ever used in zombies. For me, like, these things are crazy. Now, if you hit enough zombies like this, you can start swinging these things extremely fast. And another thing with these is when you are swinging them really fast and they're charged up, like I was just showing, you actually really can't die with these. Like, when you hit the zombies, you regen health. And when you're hitting them as fast as you are, the zombies basically cannot drain your health fast enough to keep up with the regeneration. So definitely one of the most fun and honestly best wonder weapons ever. Like, it's crazy. They're not particularly strong. They kind of shit out at round 32, but they're still amazing nonetheless. All right, we're gonna Pack-a-Punch the katana 1 time for now because it has 2 different abilities with each Pack-a-Punch, and I have not used the first ability before, so I want to see how good it actually is. It's called the Spires of Hell. That's actually very fitting for the ability it has. So in order for it to charge up, I think you just have to swing it. Okay, there it is. So it's green, and at the bottom right, it actually does have ammo. In total, is 21 shots. When you swing it, it brings up spikes from the ground, which is pretty cool. I think you have to have a lot of zombies around for the spikes to really do a lot of damage. Like that. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, a lot of spikes just come out of the ground, which I feel it's better with its first upgrade than its second. But I don't make the rules, so I guess I can't really change that. Okay, we've gotten the points to do a second Pack-a-Punch, so let's go ahead and get this thing done. And there's my boy. This one's called Feral Instinct. Okay, that's also a fitting name for its charge. It's almost like they did it on purpose. So when you charge this thing up, you see that it's actually pink now instead of green before. And when you release this, it releases a ball of energy that I think is in the shape of an animal. I think it's a tiger. Yeah, as you saw. Do that one more time so you can see that again. So boom. Kind of kills everything in its path. Now, I say that it's worse than the first upgrade only because it doesn't track the zombies. It just goes straight forward. And with the first upgrade, it actually like comes out of the ground and kills all the zombies that are in the area. But I mean, this one is still really good if you can line up all the zombies correctly. And that was the nunchuck and the katana. Honestly, I don't really want to stop playing this game right now because these weapons are very fun to use. But I got to get this video done. So I will see you guys on World War II Zombies. So I can almost guarantee everyone watching this doesn't even remember half of the weapons on World War II Zombies. And so I really went with a weapon that is well known enough because it has a unique feature about it that people can still recognize it, but people just might, have completely forgotten that it was even a gun in the first place. And I don't even know if it's really made any appearances in Call of Duties, maybe like the earlier ones, because I honestly can't recall it being in any futuristic games or anything, or any like the future COD games. It is in this game, and it's called the Lewis. A better name for it is the dinner plate, because it's a magazine or clip or whatever you want to say. It's on the top of the gun, and it looks like a dinner plate. So we're gonna have to try and get it. This could take a while. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have the best luck when it comes to this game. Oh, we got the Lewis. There we go. Okay, we don't have the points to pack punch quite yet, though. Just let me get a few more points. Okay, now we got the points. So, yep, before the zombies get here. So it seems like the Lewis on this game doesn't really have the dinner plate aesthetic to it. Like, the magazine, of course, is on the top of the weapon, but if I can find a picture, I'll show on screen of what it actually looks like, I think in real life or whatever. I'm not really sure. It looks like the magazine is a dinner plate, to put it in simple terms. And this game, it really doesn't, and I think it's pretty good in this game. It has pretty fast fire rate for an LMG. Mobility obviously sucks. The reload, well, that is very, very slow. And that was the Lewis. Only took 19 rounds to get it, but we can now move on to Black Ops 4. So I already know that there is a likely chance of people shit-talking me in the comments for this pick in Black Ops 4, and I'm doing the SOG SMG that you can spawn in with. Now, I never really was around playing Black Ops 4. I didn't play it during its life cycle. I haven't really played the game a whole lot, so I don't actually know if this is a good pick or not. But I'm going to say it is, because there's never a reason to ever get this, and it's a starting weapon. I think people would just completely forget that it even was a starting weapon because of the Strife, the Mach 12, maybe even the Welling. Now I'm gonna try and get a pack 5 since I have 50,000 points. Just let me gather 4 heads around the map from each area. That is one of them. That's 2. Okay, that's 3. And that's the final one. Now I'm putting the heads down. I just gotta wait for this to open. Now I gotta get to pack punching this thing 5 times. And that's it. Pack punch 5 times. Now, I have never actually used this weapon in this game, so I don't know if it's really that weak. Let's see if it's a one shot in the body with all pack punches. That is terrible. I'm assuming a one shot in the head. Okay, it is. So I'm just going to assume that this thing is bottom of the barrel dog shit. And I guess that's really all she wrote there. I don't know. There's nothing really else to it. It is on the wall. Obviously, you can start out with it. You can get attachments on it and all that. It has decent ammo for an SMG, but there's no reason to use it. You got the healing on salvo. That thing will carry you through every single map. And that was BO4. We got one more game left, which is Cold War. And none of you are going to remember the weapon in that game. Trust me, I'm correct. I need all the Cold War players that have played this game, which I just repeated myself twice. I need all of you to go in the comments and tell me if you even know what this weapon is, if you've ever seen it. Maybe some of you have. The people that have been playing the game recently might have seen this weapon, but let me know. Have you even seen this weapon? Do you even know what it is? Obviously, it's the UGR, because that's the name of it. And I think this was the last DLC weapon added to the game. Or one of the last few. It is the last assault rifle. Just kidding. It was a submachine gun. It is one of the worst weapons in the game. I'm gonna say that confidently. Getting this thing Dark Ether, one of the worst experiences on this entire game. It was bad. It was awful. Now, it does have something unique about it, which is it has explosive rounds. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'll shoot the body of a zombie. As you see, you kind of can see some fire particles coming from the zombies, and that's explosive rounds. It is terrible because when you shoot the zombies, they fall over, and that will get very annoying very quickly if you're trying to camp and all the zombies are just on the floor begging for their life. But now I have to get to pack punching this thing, which might take a little while because it's ass. All right, let's get this thing done, and there we go. But I kind of already talked about this thing. It's explosive. It's an SMG. It's 100% forgotten, and one thing I did not know is it has self-harm explosive damage. Yeah, you heard that correct. An SMG having self-harm damage. I can just shoot the ground and you see I am losing health. It sucks. I don't think there is any case where this is good. I'm trying to be nice to this weapon and I can't think of a single thing. But that was all the most forgotten weapons in COD Zombies. Except for Vanguard MW3, fuck out of here. And if you guys have any suggestions that are similar to this, that actually are really good ideas, then let me know. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I love every single one of you.